In this country, there is no such thing as an accident anymore. That's probably why our prison system is the highest populated prison system in the world. They have decided that they are going to charge Alec Baldwin and the Rust armor Hannah Reed with manslaughter after the killing of Helena Hutchins. Now, if you remember back in 2021 on the set of a movie called Rust that was being shot in New Mexico, Alec Baldwin states that a gun accidentally went off and killed Helena Hutchins and wounded Joel Souza, the director. The district attorney of New Mexico has announced on Thursday that with her commitment to pursue justice for all victims, under the law, her office will, before the end of the month, file criminal charges in the Rust film shooting. They're going to charge them both with 2 counts of involuntary manslaughter. And the reason that they're going to charge them with 2 counts is because they have to try to get one of them to stick. The 2 counts of involuntary manslaughter are explained down here. First charge can be referred to as simply involuntary manslaughter. You must prove that there will be underlying negligence. It's punishable by 18 months in jail and a $5,000 fine. The second charge is also voluntary manslaughter, but it explains that this charge requires proof that there was more than simple negligence involved in a death. It's a 4th-degree felony punishable by 18 months in jail and up to $5,000. However, it is an added mandatory penalty because a firearm was involved. The firearm enhancement makes the crime punishable by a mandatory 5 years in jail. Alec Baldwin does say that he did not mean for any of this to happen, that he did not pull the trigger. And this is what he explained happens. He takes the gun and I start to cock the gun. I'm not going to pull the trigger, I said. Do you see this? She says, well, just cheat it down and tilt down a little bit like that. I guess they were trying to direct him on which way to point the gun. I cock the gun and I go, can you see that? Can you see that? Can you see that? I don't know what he's talking about there. She says, and I let go of the hammer of the gun and the gun goes off. So apparently he had not pulled the hammer of the gun all the way back. And when he let go, the hammer hit the primer of the bullet and the gun went off. Now, I don't know why the gun was loaded with a live round. Sometimes they load the guns to show that they're being loaded. They have to make the rounds look real. I thought usually they remove the gunpowder, but I don't think Alec Baldwin meant to shoot anybody. It sounds like to me he wasn't exactly sure what he was doing with this gun, pulled the hammer back, let go of the hammer hits the primer, the bullet fires and kills. I think she was the cinematographer. It says right here, I would never point a gun at anyone and never pull the trigger at them. Never. That was the training I had. You don't point a gun at somebody and pull the trigger. However, as the segment continued, the story changes as he went on to claim he didn't cock the gun. He pulled the hammer as far back as I could without cocking the actual gun. I'm showing her, and I go, how's that? Does that work? You see that? Do you see that? And she goes, yeah, that's good. I let go of the hammer. Bang, the gun goes off. It's kind of giving the same story. Pulls back the hammer. Is this a crime? I don't think it's a crime. I think it's an accident. I think that someone should be held responsible for loading the gun with a live round on a film set. I really don't see why a gun needs to be loaded with a live round on a film set. I don't believe Alec Baldwin meant to kill this woman and shoot his director. I don't think anybody would mean to do that, especially Alec Baldwin. I mean, he's an actor. He's a famous actor. He's got a lot to lose. Why would he do this on purpose? But they're going to charge him anyway. To me, it seems like it's more along the lines of a work accident. I mean, but nowadays, they'll charge you with anything and try to get anything to stick. They have announced that they are not going to arrest them at this time. They are not going to be put in prison. They are just going to have to face a grand jury, charge them with the crime, and then they'll go to trial. Alec Baldwin's lawyers are obviously saying that they're going to fight this. He may or may not be able to get away with this. I guess it depends on if the jury is Alec Baldwin fans. We'll have to follow this and see what happens. Let me know what you think down in the comments. I hope you liked the video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and ring the bell for notifications, and I'll talk to you next time.